Welcome to Metabolic Maestro. Let's dive in today. I'm deep into a fast. This is day number 82. And I want to dive in to the fasting phase of the Maestro regimen. The Maestro regimen is designed to help you cultivate self-mastery. And so we fast. There are health benefits to fasting, but that's a side benefit on this path. Frankly, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to advise you on medical issues and how to solve them with fasting. But I'm very experienced, 15 years plus of fasting. And I could tell you that it is a solid way to improve your discipline and to improve or cultivate self-mastery. Most men see fasting as starvation, that it makes you weak, and so they constantly eat. That's one way to approach life. There's nothing wrong with that. However, there's two different outcomes in terms of the experiences. Yes, one can be totally healthy, constantly eating. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, when you practice fasting, you allow yourself to really experience cultivating a state of mind that is resilient, that is able to say no to desires that are not appropriate in the moment, and that is able to be self-directed, be purposeful, and ultimately to be someone who expresses themselves freely. In a world where distraction is prominent, you are able to be that man who is the anchor, whose attention is stable. And in being that man, people naturally gravitate towards you because deep inside them, they crave that stillness. And I'm showing you that fasting is the doorway. Of course, there's stillness meditation as well. On this path of stillness, this meditation was also resistance training, and then there's also mindful eating. But today we're touching on fasting, so let's get back to it. So with the fast, one of the phenomena that happens, and why I was inspired to do this video today on day 82, is your shit comes up. I mean, it just comes up. You're not eating, and so it's not going down. So it definitely comes up. Metaphorically speaking, of course, but not really. When you fast, you create that space, there's a void that happens. And this is where most men, they can't handle this void, this emptiness that it feels empty, feels like a void. And oftentimes what happens is, because you're fasting, the mind is like, oh, I'm having no food. And so naturally is bringing out calls for food. So you find yourself thinking of food a lot. And a lot of people take that as, oh, that's your body saying you should eat. But the ones who are able to just be still and observe it, see that after a while that just goes away. And that void is actually letting you know that, hey, here's a space that we can cultivate, we can transform, transmute for other things in life. Now, the Bible, I'm not religious per se, but I am very in tune with my inner self, the God within me, the God all around me, through me. And I was raised under the Christian religion, and I still read the Bible. I love it. And I read all other texts from all the great religions around the world, spiritualities. They're all talking about the same thing when you get down to it. But today, just the Bible says in some portion that man shall not live off bread alone, but from every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. So it's telling you right there, Jesus Christ said that we're not going to be living off bread alone. There's other ways to get nourished out in this beautiful cosmos we're in. Just brilliant other ways, subtle energies that when you just constantly eat, you don't get the chance to access that fully. So when that void comes up, when that feeling of emptiness comes up, most people want to grab food or they want to do some other kind of vice. And what practicing fasting teaches you is to just be with it. Just sit with it. What is it really telling you? What is it nudging you to look at, to confront? That, hey, you should look at this because this is a blind spot. And so, with time, as you practice, as you get to know, not by some fasting bros online, but by personal experience, you get to know, hey, I'm not going to starve here. I mean, I'm only fasting, 24 hours, 36 hours, 46 hours. Like, my body has enough stores to carry me through. And you know that. This is not some theory. You know it. So once you know it over time, then you can really just sit with it, with those hunger, quote unquote, pains, the voids that come up, the empty feelings, and be like, well, I know I'm not gonna starve here, so what's going on? And you just sit with it, not even really trying to analyze it. And over time, all the baggage, someone just slipped on this ice. Oh man. My brother, you all right? You okay? You need a hand? You need something?
I need a hand up.
Yeah,
No.
for sure. 1 second. Here is to grab my hand. I'll bring you up. Just hold on to me.
Oh, I can't get up, mate. I need to get my right leg under me.
Okay. How you want to do it? I'm here. If you need to hold on to me, just go right ahead. Okay, there we go.
I got it. It's okay.
You good? Great. Wow.
Huh?
No problem, my man.
Thank you for your help, there.
Take care. You good?
Yeah, Mom, I want to be out with you.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Wow. Man just slipped.
Whoop. I see out here.
Out here, the ice. I'm sure you can see all the ice out here. But yeah, back to it. When you sit with that void, when you sit with that emptiness, all that emotional baggage releases, comes to the top, and you're able to be it releases. And so now, in that process of releasing, it's a purification. That's what the ancients called the purification chamber, the inner fire. When you get in, when all those stuck emotions, you call it low vibration energies from thinking in ways that are not aligned to your higher self, to the God within you. All that stuff comes up, goes through that purification, and that's what that feeling of emptiness or void, of I can't sit by I can't be by myself in the silence. That's what that is. And so when you confront that, just looking at it, no need for no crazy therapy stuff. Just sit with it. And over time, when you don't reach for that food, when you don't reach for whatever comfort that you feel like you need, and you just sit with yourself, over time you get to love sitting with yourself. You start to, your perception expands, your level of awareness expands to other dimensions of yourself. Nothing woo here, just you become more in tune with different sensations in your body. You become more open to different ways of expressing yourself. Maybe you use that time to go learn how to play an instrument. Maybe you go have a phone call with a friend. Maybe you just listen to very relaxed music. Maybe you learn a new talent, a new skill, whatever it may be. And you'll find that, hey, just a second ago, I was feeling very, like I was hungry, like I was starving. And I just, a friend called me. I haven't had a conversation with this friend in a while. And suddenly I just feel amazing, like a boost of energy. Whoa. Or I was feeling so down and I went out to take a walk and suddenly I just feel so much better. No food. And these things start to dawn on you over time. But it's something that I could speak on for hours and hours, days and years. But you have to experience this. You have to experience this to know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, you're going to be listening to a whole bunch of people who are scared to enter this realm and are not really harnessing that masculinity that our warrior ancestors had. So I invite you, I made a guide to help you begin. It's a 24-hour guide. It gets much into the science and is very well laid out. Simply, you can read it within an hour, last half an hour even. It's a very simple guide laid out very in an organized way. And when I speak, I'm just going off the cuff, like straight off from my heart. This is just experience talking. But I know there's some of you that really appreciate the science part of it. And that really just lays it out simply, factually, and very practically. So I invite you, check it out. The link is in the description. Remember, fasting is the doorway, stillness is the foundation, and discipline is the path. I'm heading to the gym right now. Deep into the fast. Deep into this fast. I'm loving it. Like, you should think I would be weak and all like falling down right now. I'm about to go hit an exercise, resistance training session. Ugh. Let's go. Till next time, be still.